Well, good morning. It is August 17th, day 98 on the trail for me. I've left the Bird's Nest shelter and hiking southbound, still in the Shenandoah National Park for a few more days. It was a pretty nice night. The guys in that group from George Washington started a fire in the fireplace that was inside the shelter, and it kept it very comfortable for the first few hours, and then the fire went out and had to get under my quilt. But it was relatively comfortable last night. Nice cool morning so far. The rain that I was expecting to come through last night never did. I don't know about today. Said it was supposed to have some rain today, but who knows? The chance for rain tomorrow was higher, so I'll pull a weather report at some point today and see what's going on. Not exactly sure what my plan for today is. When I had sort of planned things before when I was back in with my friend at my friend's house, I could have sworn there was a shelter area about 19 miles from Bird's Nest. I look at it this morning, and there's nothing. There's a shelter area in about 10 miles and a shelter area in about 22 miles. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm sure I could, have enough water and do some dispersed camping, or try and push for the 22. 10, hiking only 10 miles doesn't seem like a good choice today. Especially if the weather is decent throughout most of the day. So like I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to hit another wayside, maybe 2 wayside air spaces today. One early and one sort of in the middle of the day. So with the early, I'll probably just get a second breakfast of some sort, and then later, I think that one's more of a restaurant than sort of a convenience store. Might actually get a meal. We'll see. Otherwise, I think we've got a few peaks, maybe some views along the way. But I know we're going to get a whole bunch of forest. All right, well, if I see anything interesting, I'll grab a picture or some video. But for now, here's what the trail looks like. Another great view of the valley. That is Skyline Drive, the roadway through the national park. So, I mean, not too much going on today. Just hiking. I still have a chance for some decent views. I mean, we've had a few good views into the valley. And so I stopped by that wayside. That was the, well, I didn't take a picture of it. You know, I think it was called the Meadows Wayside, and it was absolutely slammed. And the trails are been a lot of day hikers on the trail. I'm thinking to myself, why are there so many? I said, oh, it's Saturday. Yeah. So lots of day hikers out. I think I've seen one other long distance hiker going northbound. So I'm trying to pull the 22. I've sort of cast my lot now. I grabbed some water at the last water that you can get before getting to that shelter on the other side. So I'll have to see how it goes. I hope I make it. I think I will. I can do it. It's just going to be a long day. And I'm going to be so slow toward the end. But I think I can do it. I had that burger and fries, and I've got some good energy from that. It's amazing though, the deer are totally not afraid of you. I showed it, I got a picture of that young buck. It must have been, it might have only been 3 or 4 feet away from me at one point and did not move. Oh, we got some more day hikers coming up here. So I'm gonna pause for a little bit. And there's a parking area right here too. So this area of the trail is very easy to access. Yeah, so it's been, like I said, very busy. Springer Mountain, 925 miles. I don't think that's an official sign. Oh, goodness. So the foraging has not been as good today as it was yesterday. I've only been able to grab 2 apples. They were both all right, though. Blackberries have not been very good. They've been very tart. All right, about to cross a roadway here. No real views on either side. So, well, here's what the trail looks like. I made it. Oh, yeah. 22.4 trail miles to the Bearfence Mountain Hut. Goodness. That doesn't include probably at least another mile, maybe a mile and a 1.2 of all the other stuff I did. Go into the, hold on, there's a spider. Go into the blue, what do they call it? The waysides, and I had to stop for water at one point, which was a 0.3 off the trail. That was a long day. But I made it. All right, so that's, fortunately, it's going to put me in a better shape for the next couple of days. I was particularly worried about the next day, or tomorrow. I thought that was going to be tougher. But that might be easier now since I did some extra miles today. Alright, well, coming up on the shelter. Give you a look. Looks like there's somebody there, so I won't do any video right away. All right, so yeah, I'm here at the Bearfence shelter, and had something to eat, and just trying to relax now. A couple other people here. I've actually heard of both of them. One is Take Two. I feel like Radioactive had mentioned at some point in the when I was hiking with him, and Jeremiah Johnson, who's also flip-flopping, and he took some time off after he got to Katahdin, and now he's back on the trail hiking south. So a couple of flip-floppers. So yeah, a long day. I'm tired, but I'm not like exhausted. Like even those days like in New Hampshire and in southern Maine when we got maybe just 15 miles in, and you got done with that day. I was like, oh my God, I've had enough. I'm tired, but I'm not feeling like done. I don't want to hike anymore. Don't get me wrong, but it's not as bad. The terrain here is much more forgiving than it was up there. So for tomorrow, again, I've got a couple of choices. There's a 12.8 to another shelter, or it's 20. So we're gonna have to see how I feel in the morning, and when I get to that first shelter, how I'm feeling. If I get to that shelter, I'm like, well, there's a lot of daylight and I'm feeling okay, I might just push on. And that'll, if I do that, that'll cut almost a day out of the park for me, between today and that. So we'll see. I don't know. If I get some good sleep and feeling good in the morning and feeling good through the hike, I'll go ahead and do it. We'll see. No signal here. Yeah. So I can't check can't check in on my emails and stuff and see what everyone else is doing. But that's all right. That's part of the territory here. Sometimes you get a signal and sometimes you don't. Tonight's a no signal night. Oh well. All right. Well, if you've stuck through to the end, I appreciate it. I'll see you again tomorrow on the trail.